Hello, everyone, and welcome back to English. I'm Mizu. Good to see you again.
Hi, Mizu. Hi, everyone. Oh, wow. It's great to be here again. Really great.
It's wonderful to have you back, Lucas, and to all our amazing listeners. Yes, you. Thank you so much for tuning in today.
Today, we have a super simple, super useful topic for all you beginners out there. Easy, but important.
That's right, Lucas. We're going to talk about our day. Yes, our day. You know, the things we do every single day. Waking up, eating, working, all those daily things. It's a fantastic way to learn some basic verbs and vocabulary.
Exactly. And before we start, let me say this. If you enjoy learning English with us, please remember to subscribe, share this episode with your friends who are learning too, and give us a thumbs up. It really helps a lot.
Yes, please do. And Lucas, you know what? We love hearing from our learners, so feel free to leave a comment about your day, your routines, or anything you're learning. Really, we read them all.
Okay, Mizu, are you ready to talk about what we do during the day?
Absolutely, Lucas. Let's start with the morning. Morning, yes, the morning.
So, Mizu, what do you usually do in the morning? I mean, your real morning.
Well, Lucas, the first thing I do is wake up. Wake up. Usually around 7. Sometimes I wish it was later, but no, 7 it is.
7? Oh, wow. That's a good time. I sometimes wake up a little earlier, around 6:30. Yeah, 6:30. I know, a little early.
Wow, you're an early bird, Lucas. An early bird, very early. After I wake up, I get out of bed slowly, very slowly.
Me too. And hey, everyone, get out of bed is a very important phrase. Wake up, then get out of bed. Two different things.
That's right, Lucas. After that, I go to the bathroom. I brush my teeth, brush, and I wash my face. Splash, splash.
Brush my teeth and wash my face. Very common, very useful actions. You'll use them every day.
Exactly. And after that, I go to the kitchen.
Ah, yes, the kitchen. So, Mizu, what do you do in the kitchen in the morning?
Well, I usually make breakfast. Something simple.
Make breakfast. Great phrase. So, what do you usually have for breakfast, Mizu?
I often have coffee and toast. Simple breakfast. And sometimes I eat fruit too, like a banana, avocado, or an apple. Oh, Lucas, I love apples in the morning. Crunchy apples.
Coffee and toast. Simple and delicious. I usually have tea and some cereal. Yeah, tea to wake me up. Slowly. Very slowly.
Nice. After breakfast, I get dressed.
Get dressed. That means you put on your clothes. Shirt, pants, whatever you wear.
Exactly. I choose my clothes for the day, think for a second, and then I put them on.
And what do you do after you get dressed, Mizu?
Well, if I'm going out, I might put on my shoes and my coat if it's cold.
Put on my shoes. Put on my coat. Two very useful phrases. Then I usually leave the house.
Leave the house. So, Lucas, where do you usually go when you leave the house in the morning?
I usually go to work. I work in an office. Lots of computers, lots of coffee.
Go to work. I sometimes work from home, but sometimes I also go to an office. It depends on the day.
Oh, that's interesting.
So, Lucas, what do you do in the morning? Can you tell us your morning routine again, step by step?
Sure, Mizu. I wake up around 6:30. Then I get out of bed and go to the bathroom. I wash my face and I brush my teeth. After that, I go to the kitchen, make some tea, and have cereal for breakfast. Then I get dressed. If I need to go to the office, I put on my shoes and maybe a jacket. Then I leave the house and go to work.
Oh, wow. That's a great morning routine, Lucas. Very clear, very clean, very organized.
And we used a lot of important verbs there. Wake up, get out of bed, go to the bathroom, brush my teeth, wash my face, go to the kitchen, make breakfast, have breakfast, get dressed, put on shoes, put on a coat, leave the house, go to work.
Yes. These are all super useful verbs for beginners. Really, really useful.
And hey, everyone, try using these verbs in your daily activities as often as you can. The more you use them, the more natural they'll feel, just like your everyday meals. Keep practicing, and your English will be top tier before you know it.
All right, Lucas, let's talk about what we do during the day. So tell us, what do you usually do at work?
Well, Mizu, at work, I usually sit at my desk. Yes, sit at my desk. And I work on my computer. Most of the time, I'm answering emails and writing short reports.
Sit at my desk, work on my computer, answer emails, write reports. These are super common work activities. I think many listeners are nodding right now, like, yep, I do that too.
Yes, for sure. And sometimes I also have meetings with my colleagues. Sitting together, talking about projects, making plans, sometimes drinking coffee while pretending to understand everything.
Have meetings. Great phrase, everyone. A meeting is when people get together to talk about work, problems, ideas, all that fun stuff.
Exactly, Mizu. So what about you? What do you do during the day? Especially when you're working from home.
When I work from home, I also sit at my desk and use my computer. I might write articles, plan lessons, or prepare materials for students. And sometimes I have online meetings, camera on, microphone off.
Write articles, prepare lessons, online meetings. All very useful phrases for beginners.
Yes. And usually around lunchtime, I take a break and have lunch.
Have lunch. So, Mizu, what do you usually eat for lunch?
I often eat something simple, maybe a sandwich or a salad, something light, something quick, something easy.
A sandwich, a salad? Sounds healthy, Mizu. I sometimes bring my lunch from home, or sometimes I go out to eat with friends or coworkers.
Go out to eat. That's a great expression, too. And after lunch, back to work, right?
Yes, back to work, back to the desk, back to the computer, until the end of the day.
All right, Mizu, the workday is over. Finally. So tell us, what happens right after you finish work?
Oh, Lucas, first I say goodbye to my colleagues, see you tomorrow, and then I head out of the office feeling like I just won a small lottery.
Saying goodbye to colleagues, yes, that end-of-day freedom feeling hits hard.
Exactly. And depending on the day, I go home in different ways. Sometimes I take the bus, sometimes I ride my car, and on days when I feel energetic, I even walk a little.
Nice. A bit of transportation variety. Keeps life interesting.
But hey, not every day is a straight home day. Some days I meet friends for a quick coffee. Other days we go shopping, and somehow I get home way later than planned. Haha.
Oh, yes. The classic, I'll be home in 10 minutes, and then suddenly it's 2 hours later.
Exactly. But eventually, no matter what I do, I finally head home.
All right. So after all that, Mizu, what do you do when you walk through the door?
Well, sometimes I just drop onto the sofa, take a deep breath, and relax. Sometimes I watch TV, something simple, something easy.
Relax on the sofa, watch TV. That sounds so nice, so cozy.
It is, Lucas, and sometimes I also cook dinner.
Cook dinner, nice. So Mizu, what do you like to cook?
I like to cook pasta. Or sometimes I make a simple soup. Nothing too fancy, but always tasty.
Pasta and soup, delicious. I like cooking too. Sometimes I try new recipes. Sometimes they work. Sometimes, oh no.
I know that feeling, Lucas. So after dinner, what do you usually do?
After dinner, I usually wash the dishes. Wash, wash, wash.
Wash the dishes. Oh, Lucas, that's not my favorite job. But yes, it has to be done.
Same here. And after that, I might read a book, or I talk to my family, or chat with friends.
Read a book, talk to family, talk to friends. Those are great evening activities. Very relaxing.
What about you, Mizu? What do you do in the evening?
In the evening, I sometimes go for a walk. Just a short walk, nothing too long.
Go for a walk. Great exercise and great for the mind.
Yes, exactly. Or I might listen to music.
Listen to music, nice. So, Mizu, what kind of music do you usually listen to?
Oh, Lucas, I like many kinds. But in the evening, I usually choose something soft, something relaxing, something that makes me feel calm.
That sounds lovely. And before going to bed, what do you do?
Right before bed, I usually brush my teeth again. Brush, brush, brush.
Brush my teeth. Good habit, Mizu. Very good habit.
Yes, Lucas. And then I go to bed.
Go to bed. So, Mizu, what time do you usually go to bed?
I try to sleep around 10:30 or 11. Not too late.
That's a good schedule. I usually go to bed a little later, maybe 11:30, sometimes even midnight if I watch too many videos.
All right, everyone. Let's wrap up our day. We've already talked about the morning, going to work, having lunch, coming home, relaxing, having dinner, and going to bed. A long day, a fun day.
Yes, Mizu. And we used a lot of useful verbs today. How about this? You read the first half, then I read the second half. That way, listeners can hear two voices, not just one.
Good idea, Lucas. Okay, I'll start with the first part. Wake up, get out of bed, brush my teeth, wash my face, make breakfast, have breakfast, get dressed, put on shoes, put on a coat, leave the house, go to work, sit at my desk, work on my computer.
Nice one, Mizu. All right, everyone. Take a little breath. Here comes the rest of the list. I promise I'll try not to fall asleep while reading it.
Answer emails, write reports, have meetings, write articles, prepare lessons, have lunch, go home, relax.
Watch TV. Cook dinner. Wash the dishes. Read a book. Talk to family. Talk to friends. Go for a walk. Listen to music. Go to bed.
That was great, Lucas. Easy to follow, easy to listen to.
Yes, and everyone listening, remember to practice these verbs. They're simple, but super useful for daily life. Absolutely. And remember, you can use these phrases to talk about your own day. Try to think about what you do from morning until night and say it in English. Out loud if you can.
That's great practice. You can even write it down. Writing really helps you remember the words and phrases better.
Yes, that's a wonderful idea, Mizu. And don't worry if you don't know all the words yet. Just try your best. You'll learn more and more every day.
Exactly. Learning a new language takes time and practice. Be patient with yourself and celebrate your progress, even the tiny ones.
That's such good advice, Mizu. Well, we've covered a lot about our day today. Hopefully, our listeners found this helpful.
I hope so too, Lucas. It was fun talking about our daily routines. I feel like I learned something new about you today.
Same here. And to our listeners, thank you so much for joining us today on Go English. We really appreciate you being here.
And if you enjoyed this episode or found it helpful, don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss any future lessons.
And hey, tell us in the comments what your day is like using the verbs we learned today. Or let us know what topic you want us to teach next. We always love hearing from you.
Yes, we read your comments and appreciate every single one. So until next time, keep practicing your English and have an amazing day.
Bye for now, everyone.
Goodbye.